Motto here. Today I just wanted to share with you some goodies that I've recently picked up between my local store here in Colorado Springs, as well as I've discovered Whatnot. Oh boy, watch out. Now my crafty friend Mayra, she calls me Miss K. So in other words, hi, it's Kristin or Kamato or Miss K. Ha ha ha. She's clearing out her craft room. She's decided that that's time for her to go ahead and do that. So she set up a shop on Whatnot, and she does the online live auction type things over there. And to support her, I have made a few purchases, and I'd like to share that all with you. So one of the things that she was deciding needed to go to a different home rather than stay in hers, I guess might be a fun way to say it, is this, it is an older die set. It is from Stephanie over at the Stamps of Life. This is, you know, one from back in the day, of course. And it is the Square Flip It. Now this one is titled Card Square Flip It number 2. I don't know if there's more than one. There must be, but I don't know. I think, she has brought this or something similar to her own site at the Stamps of Life, but it's kind of, it's all packaged funny, but that's okay. I'll put some magnets in here to keep some of the smaller squares, but it does the square flip it, and it cuts out the square in the middle. I have lots of things that are squares, nesting dies and all of that, so perfect. And while this one does do the straight corners, I could very easily corner round or ticket notch the ends to make it a little fun and fancy as well. So I thought that would be a fun one to do. I also picked up, this is from the first haul or the first show from Whatnot. See, Miss K, that's me. It was this former die of the month, this diamond knit. Even if I didn't stitch it, I thought for it's a plaid. You're always going to want a plaid, right? And now they're showing on the back with some stitching, but I bet you probably don't even have to, and just layer it up. So I got that. I won a giveaway. Whatnot is famous for doing some giveaways. It was a clipboard set. B-Motto has claimed the clipboard in like a heartbeat, so I'll have to figure out something else to do with the papers. But fun polka dot paper, and look, that's so cute. It's like an article, but it's in a language that I don't know. If you know what that language is, do let me know. I think these were the directions of how to decorate up a fun clipboard. So I'll be using that for cards, and there's some of the other decorative pieces and different things like that. See, they're fun and already cut out, so that'd make a great label. Kendra's Card Challenge, maybe a sheet load. Look at that border. These would be great for like eggs. That's what it reminds me of, because of that, the way the ovally look on the scallop. Oh look, there's also a little tassel that can go with that. So we have some funness there, if you will, but I'll have to give the clipboard back to B-Motto. He said he'd share it with me, but you know, we'll see how that goes, right? And this I also picked up because I do love me a Birch Press design. 3 cover plate dies. These are A2 in size, or it might just be a little bit smaller then, but see, A2 size. Now this is an A, B, and C layer. Dies might be hard to read. Here, let me show you this way. A, B, and then C. Together, those can layer up and kind of do that peekaboo effect down into the card. Really fun to use your foil papers, your glitter papers, your shimmer papers, glossy papers, beautiful colors of cardstock. Maybe because they're all kind of greens, 3 different shades of green going from light to dark or dark to light, and you can probably even put in little pops of red because of the berries. So I've noticed when I've lined them up the berries, might be kind of hard to see, but the berries go all the way through, so it probably would be real easy to put a little piece of red just right back there. Maybe you have like the liquid drops that pops of color, but you know, do what you want to do. But I was excited to get these because, well, I'll tell you, Birch Press, they're a great company, but that's a lot of dye material. So you do pay for what you get. And the fact that Mayra was ready to, I'll put that in its wrapper in a second, sell that on her Whatnot shop, I felt honored to buy that. Now this one, again, Miss K, hey, I'll go ahead and, this one's heavy, this is a lot of dyes right here too. Flicker Frames. Now as you can see, it has this ornament type shape. This makes like a gatefold set, and it does the tri-layer again. The back layer has the panel that would fold over on the back of the card, or the inside front of the card, however you want to do that. And again, you could go light to dark, dark to light, all shades of white. But this is kind of how it looks all paired up together. Now this design, Flicker, matches with a Flicker ornament set I already owned. So it kind of see it makes that design on an ornament. That would be the top layer A you're seeing there, and then it would pair together that way, and then the images would correspond. That's why I picked this one up, since I already had this. The nice thing about Birch Press was this particular ornament set, I have it in like 2 or 3 other styles as well, and this design may work for some of the other ones, so I like how all that was coming together. And let's see, that was from the first Whatnot haul. Here we go with a second one that I picked up. Used this one the other day on a live. This makes a butterfly border of dies. Now I cut some out of some shimmer paper and then just cut them individually, and that was fine too. This is from Memory Box, Birch Press. To me, they are very similar companies. I don't know if they're one and the same or under the same kind of umbrella, but the quality of their stuff really reminds me of exactly the same. Let's see here. Oh, I did pick these up. Now, sometimes Mayra will send through her store with Whatnot things that she's already used herself. Totally fine. I mean, use your craft supplies, right? And she showed an example of these. These are from Crafter's Companion, but they really remind me of things that are similar from this company here, you know, Concord and Ninth. You know, they're turnabout stamps. That's what these really remind me of, and I do love me a good turnabout stamp. So we have the options for all the different ornaments or bubbles, and very much like, you know, stamped once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. And this gives you a nice colorway if you so like that one. But I mean, how perfect is that? And how pretty. Make your own paper 6x6 Kendra's card challenge. Yes, please. I think that's a 6. Let's see. So I do like the ornament one. It's just shy of 6, but you know what? We're creative. We can figure things out. Here's one of the second ones with all the snowmen and the bells. Don't think she used that one, but that's okay. Again, layers 1, 2, 3, and 4, or turns, I guess I should say, rather than layers. And this one has all the mittens, stockings, and presents. So I did think that those might be fun to play around with. In case I don't have Christmas style paper that I want in my stash, I'll just make some. And I also picked up this fun paper pad from Photoplay. Quite love Photoplay. So sad that they are no longer making new stuff. So I hope in the future we can get them to come back. That would be great. I know it's a big hope and a big wish, but I'm certainly hoping and wishing for it. This is called Summer Daydreams. One of the first swaps that I participated in made a what was called a traveler's notebook, and it was about 5 by 7 in size. Here's a piece from it, and one of the journal signatures. And Mayra was showing this paper, and I was like, I've seen that paper before. I know, I've had stuff with it. I think the person who made my swap goodies probably used the 12 by 12 size. This is the nice 6 by 6 size. And I thought, oh, Delali, how perfect this is for Kendra's Card Challenge. Sheet loads. I mean, look at the pinks. Pool party. I have some Lawn Fawn stamps that I think would go perfect with that one. And so, ooh, summertime. Love it. And then, as a thank you, I also received another givey. So, I don't know who made this die. I don't see any markings on it, but, you know, kind of fun. I may not use the I, heart, maybe the heart, and the U as much, but the little distressed film strip, could certainly use that. Summertime stickers probably pairs really well with that paper, so I like that. And look, birds. Good thing I got it free, right? They're kind of that almost jelly kind of feel without being overly so, but I really like the colors on them. I mean, navy and pink, that is so pretty. So I really kind of like those. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. I got the apples here. I'm not really sure how they pair well with the birds, but you know, any type of teacher cards, the 3 apples, that's going to go really nicely on a card. Now that's just again what I got from the Whatnot sale. Let me show you what I got from my local store here in Colorado Springs. Kathy owns that store. She's been open 31 years now. It is an actual brick and mortar store called Simple Pleasures Scrapbooking and Rubber Stamps. Now, what she does about twice a year over there is called Trash and Treasure Sale. So she opens it up for local vendors as in regular folks too, can come in, set the prices that they want to sell their things, and I believe you go ahead and get store credit. I don't know all the details, and I don't know if it's, you know, say you sell an item for $3, if you get $3 store credit, or if it's any type of difference thereof, say for 50%, or I don't know all the details. I just know I like to go shopping. So for a birthday, hubby took me over there. He got this paper. I don't know if he meant it for him. It's a little scratch pad of paper, you know, crap. To do, to get, to overthink, to forget, so I can have a drink. A drink of what? Probably Dr. Pepper, if you know me. I don't know if that was meant for him or what, but, you know, we'll go with it. This here you might have seen in a video already. It is called Royal Flip It, another one by Stephanie, who is now with the Stamps of Life. I haven't seen this one on her site, but I really like the shape of it, and it's a flip it. They make such easy cards. Do you remember it's time to flip it with the old retro TVs? I don't have it quite near me, but that one is there. I can link the video for you below. So I got that one, $10. Ooh, that's good, because I know card die sets usually go for 20 or more. And here's that retro TV set. Got that for $7. The stamps and the dies. The magnets here on this one I added myself, but come on, the envelope. I think this one with the scallop edge is probably Sizik's old design with the larger snap. But I'll take it. That's fine by me. Well, here we go with some of the other sets. I really loaded up with Stamps of Life because there was a bunch there. So my Stamps of Life set is a little more complete now. So thank you, whoever CJN is. She or he or they were very nice in wanting to sell their things, and I appreciate how you put in all the envelopes. Got a fun salt and pepper. This is called Salt Shaker to Stamp. You can make it pepper if you want. I got the light bulb one. I think it's called Light Bulb to Stamp. Sometimes I get the idea cards with them, especially if they were a previous Stamp or Die Hard Club set. So that's kind of fun. I think there is an idea card back there. Got the dies with there. Now this one, I believe, only... because I couldn't find a set on Stamps of Life. I realize this is an older one, so it's probably retired. So I'm thinking this might be one that was paired with Sizzix. Because this one has the foam in it. Is it still going to cut? I don't know. I haven't tried it. I tried to kind of see, and it seems pretty glued in there, so I don't really want to mess with it. It doesn't have Sizzix on there, nor does it have it on that one. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to play around with that, but I think it's an older one. Yes, the stamps are yellow because they're photopolymer, so just with age sometimes, but that's okay. I have heard, and again, the way that they're labeled here and with this number, that kind of tells me that's probably one with Sizzix, but that's okay. Butterflies are good. These, you know, can fit inside the little spots. And I have an turkey set. I don't know if it was fully from the Stamps of Life. I'll have to go back in and check. But I think I heard that these little petal shapes will also go into the old turkey. And I can use the shapes that are on the turkey in this set as well. Hence why I picked this one up, because I thought that everything would coordinate very well together. And in case you were curious, about $7 for these. So really not bad. I've got the pear one. That has some very nice, you're perfect. Because, you know, I gotta have a good pun. We make a great pear, as in the fruit. Pun. Ha 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 ha. I know you get me. I know you get it. And then, of course, the famous Stamps of Life Newport flower that is in this shape. I believe there's a fold-it in this size. I know I just recently got a stencil that has that shape on it, so hence why I got some dies so everything would coordinate. I also got a freebie as part of a die, as part of the Fold-It Club, I should say. And that's, again, that Newport flower shape. This is just a little bit smaller than these, but everything matches with that flower shape. And I do love when Stamps of Life does that. Okay, there's still just a little bit more. Thanks for bearing with me here. This one, again, I think came from Sizzix, that she has since come out with on her own site as a more extended version. I believe on her site it's called Friends Forever. But this is the basic, probably original set with this beautiful flower leaf. And then if you wanted to stamp the color on the inside, cute little vine leaf detail here. It would be great for a border. And then, of course, some of the dies to cut that out. They're mainly just the outline dies. I know that she likes to do the inside and outside dies, but you know, for an older set, for $1, I was totally going to pick that up. Stamps, dies, and the envelope paid for itself. Paid for itself. Okay, another old one. Balloons and cupcakes. I make a lot of birthday cards. At first I thought it said Hoppy birthday, like Froggy's hopping, but it says happy. You couldn't beat that, right? Definitely an older Sizzix set. Again, this one has the foamy on it, so I'll have to give those a go. But it's a cupcake, you know. Two of those wrappers together, you get kind of a hexagon shape, so, you know, could have a lot of fun. And look how they tied it with string. I've got string in my stash. We could definitely use that. And then Flippy Floppies. I know this is an older set, and I have been looking for this one and hemming and hawing when it comes up available on the Facebook resale group. Well, I finally found it, and for $7 with all those stamps, envelope, idea card, and this one also has the dies. I couldn't pass that up. And because it was in the local store, I did not have to pay shipping. So I quite enjoy that. We'll put that back in its thing. Okay, just a little bit more. Now this one is the Elegant to Stamp from the Stamps of Life. I have this shape in the stand-up card and the flip-it card already. So this just completes kind of that collection. I think there is a small die set of this shape on the stampsoflife.com website. It is in my wish list, and the next order I place, I'm going to put the dies in there so I can have the complete elegant collection of things. Since that shape is kind of groovy, I like it a lot. I think we can do a lot of neat things with it. The bigger ones are really fun for, I think you could use as like a label shape, especially if I get the dies for it. Label shape would go great on all those coffee cup things that we have. So, and for a book, thank you. Yes, please. Okay, now this one was just the die set to make presents. I already picked up from the resale group previously this stamp set. And the back of it's just like I mean, it's like the flimsiest, almost packaging type in there is how it came to me. But that's okay. I probably have various acetate or something in my stash if I really need to change that out. But at the time, it was just the stamps I was able to purchase probably a year or two ago. Now I have dies, and I sat there and I looked and I was like, yeah, those match up perfectly. So now I have options. I don't think that they were sold together originally, but I put them together to save as a set. So this way I have option if I just want to stamp, if I just want to die, or do a little bit of both. The option is there. Now this one. This one's a fun story. It's $1, so hence part of why it's in there. We're going through the room. Hubby's with me, Bimato's with me. They're doing a little of their own shopping as well, which totally cracks me up. I will just say our bill was about $100 between the three of us. Yes, I obtained the vast majority, but I thought it was cute that they also picked up things, so I thank them for their support for my local store as well. But hubby picked this up and he showed me, he's like, oh, look at these. And I was like, oh, yeah, Christmas stamps, always good. Next thing I know, we're at the checkout register and he's putting it up there to buy and it's getting in my bag. And I'm like, you bought these? He's like, you said Christmas stamps were always a good idea. Well, yeah, but what are you going to do? I certainly couldn't argue at this point, right? It's $1. And I thought, okay, the little gingy's good. To and from, you can always use those. Candy cane. I think, oh, I just noticed that's like popcorn balls. And maybe like the cranberries and different stuff. Remember, like homemade garlands? So that's funny. I mean, look at that slouchy teddy bear. Oh, and you can always use a present for birthday or Christmas. So that's fun. The tree, not really sure why it's in 3 pieces. Inka-dinka-doo. So good brand right there, at least from the past, right? I'm not really sure why it's in 3 pieces and not just one big one, but you know, hey, I don't know. This didn't have much but basic stamp instructions. I pulled out the Merry Christmas one. The rubber seems to be in okay condition, but it's on this hard foam, so you'd probably have to do, if you're going to use a stamp positioner, you'd probably have to do some type of glue, maybe like a zig at the 2-way glue, or if you have the A-leans, tack it over and over, which I've done on other rubber stamps. Might be able to do that if you're wanting a stamp positioner. It's red rubber, so you might not even need one and just stamp out nicely. I think it just depends. I'll have to play around with that. These are the labels. I'm guessing stickers. They do come off the sheet. I don't know if they're meant to go on the individual stamps or not. So who knows? I don't know. But we'll have a play around, see what we can do. Sometimes you come across those card examples, sketches of old, you know, from like the 90s. this has that look to me. So, I don't know, we'll kind of go with it, right? I have no idea how old this stamp set is, but that's okay. Plus, it's a cute little carrying case. So we'll give it a go. I mean, it was $1, so thanks, hubby. Appreciate that. Well, that's the birthday haul. That was quite a bit of stuff, wouldn't you say? If you have any questions about any of the products I showed, have a suggestion of a product you want me to use in an upcoming project card or video, do let me know. And of course, if you just want to say hi, let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye!